Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad. On this wonderful Saturday, 25 degrees here in Cleveland. It's snowing, as you can tell outside. Wow. I'm out and about in town doing stuff. It's a good day. Yeah, the roads are clear. You know, people are still getting around, doing what they got to do, right? Same with me, right? Got to do my shit. Got to do the things, right? So, it's a good day. It is. It's a good day. Tell you about those who did not have a good day. That's right, you guessed it. Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe's malicious / incompetent regime. And least you forget, 13 servicemen and women died at Abbey Gate, Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 poor souls. 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs, things that don't go back. A lot of them service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands. But there was hope. People getting them out. Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Dynamo Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. And least we forget that 800, 900 plus individuals are still incarcerated over the J6 debacle. Held there as political prisoners without sentencing, without bail, torture, solitary confinement conditions. Someone lost an eye. There have been suicides. A lot of moms and dads went to prison. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. And yes, definitely deploy more fucking knife hands. But there's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, even some senators, congressmen, representatives, judges, former president-elected, and Supreme Court getting into the fray. President Trump has vowed that he will pardon everyone, and so we need to hold him to that. Meanwhile, speaking of pardons, the Bidenator is pardoning, like, what was it, 40 people on death row? You know, rapists and serial killers, shit like that. Just blanket pardon. Here you go. All you, and you. There, you're all pardoned. Now, I do have some I do have some thoughts, like my personal thoughts about people on death row and things of that nature. In the Constitution it says that a speedy trial and punishment is necessary, right? So to keep somebody on death row for years, really? I mean, if they've been tried and convicted, why does it take years and tons of resources and taxpayer dollars to keep them alive? If they've been tried and convicted. Now, I understand there's the appeal process and, give them a chance to fight and prove their innocence and, try to stay alive. I get that. Fuck yeah. I would be doing the same thing. Right. And some people, there have been some injustices, people being, unjustly tried and convicted, so, I mean, you ask anybody in prison, they're all innocent, right? So, there is innocent people in prison, such we see with J6, right? I mean, but I just don't understand why you would pardon, all these people on death row, which are convicted, known pedophiles, serial killers, rapists, murderers, right? The worst of the worst of our kind, just going to pardon them. Now, if you want to, pardon them and just give them life in prison, once again, there's that whole thing of the cost thing, a lot of countries, Japan, right? There's a death penalty for just about everything. Death penalty, life in prison. It's I don't know. I think it has something to do with the way that we live our this free society that we live in, But maybe we should think about that. Maybe we should have a conversation, right? You know, especially, you know what, non-violent people, non-violence, you know, non-violent felons and people that are incarcerated, they shouldn't get such a stiff sentence, you know. And of course, I think that if you do the time, you do the crime, you do the time, your debt is paid. Come back into society and be a prominent member, right? Get all your rights restored to you. And that means, you know, your right to vote, your right to own firearms, own and carry and protect yourself and others, right? I am diametrically opposed against that. I mean, really am. You know, because if you want a gun, you can just get one or make one. That's the thing. It's a very arcane technology. They're readily available, you know, and you know, to tell you the truth, most murders are not committed by guns. It is used as a criminal, you know, in the criminal element as a tool, which so are hammers. I mean, there's more people killed by hammers and knives than there are by handguns and rifles, right? So, and then of course that segues into the new push for gun bans, right? This last ditch effort by the Bidenator to try and, you know, get some type of gun control, you know. You're wasting your fucking time, really. You're just wasting your fucking time. You know, if they would just step back and allow us to protect ourselves, defend our property, our life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, which is what the 2A is for. Yeah, a lot of these problems would just work itself out. You know, FAFO. I mean, really. And it's like that anyway, right? It's like that anyway. So we see this last ditch effort by this tyrannical administration to try and do something. You know, for 4 years they tried and failed. You know, and make no mistake about it. Yes, their objective was to literally destroy the way of life that we know in America and the world, because it was all a world agenda. So they're not going to go quietly into the good night. They're going to do what they can, right? They're going to do what they can, which is, you know, not much, really. You know, life goes on for us. You know, us plebes, us people, right? We the people. We do what we want. They do what they can. Just the way it is. That's in any government, right? So, just be vigilant, you know, of this kind of desperation as they're leaving the administration, that they're going to try to do everything they can to, you know, in spite of the new administration. You know, it's likened to a bunch of frat kids or Marines that get into a hotel room for the weekend. They've been partying it up and smashing holes in the walls and ripping out the copper and you know, scrapping things, and you know, there's puke and blood and other bodily fluids all over the place. And you know, why is there a mattress burnt? Where did the fuck did this goat come from? Why is it on the ceiling? Shout out to you, Ghost Lincoln. Right? You know, and then they just leave, right? In the middle of the night, like, you know, nothing ever happens, and there's no accountability. Well, somebody left their credit card, or they paid in cash, maybe. I don't know. You know, I don't think you can pay in cash anymore. But you know what I'm saying? They left in the middle of the night, and they believe there's no accountability. They have immunity. Not the case, right? Not the case. Usually they get charged. Usually they got to pay for the damages. So I hope that's what's going to happen. And I hope that we, the people, hold them accountable. Not that we've held them accountable for 4 years that they were in power, but, you know, in the driver's seat, if you will. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're the engine. We are the engine. So anyway, enough about that bullshit. Last night, epic live stream, 7 fucking hours, and lots of talk of merch. So it's in its production phase. It's a development phase. So we're gonna get that aired out, and see what happens. So yeah, now I gotta go. I gotta go look at PO boxes and shipping and good times indeed. So yeah, stand by for that. Yeah, this ought to be. And like I said, I'm doing collabs, right? With the merch. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the fact that it's not going to big time corporation, right? It's not going to that. It's going to people I actually know, right? And you can still get merch. Ghostdesigns.shop. Not just my merch, but a bunch of other content creators as well. So keep that in mind, right? I mean, I'm wearing it. I'm not only am I a sponsor, but I'm also a client, right? I love this thing. I love this hoodie. So there's that. There's always been that. So yeah, hit up ghostdesigns.shop, and then later on there's going to be more merch and swag that I can sell and give away. So that's pretty exciting, I think. Just simple things, right? Just simple things. I'm not talking big time here, right? Buy my t-shirts, buy my magnets, right? No, that. I mean, but yeah, sure. I mean, if it's there and it's available, if you do choose to partake in it, and it kind of helps everybody. The manufacturers, right? The manufacturers. It's all about goods and services. Capitalism at its finest, right? Somebody has goods and services they want to offer, and then I make an offer. I'm like, hey, yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, let's do this. So good things to come. So we'll see what happens. Everything is just kind of in its development phase, and then we'll go from there. So, but I'm very excited. I've been having meetings. I've been having meetings with manufacturers. So, right. Basically, hey man, how you doing? So yeah. I'm out in town doing things. Whatever, what have you. Tis the season, right? Tis the season. Get shit done. It is winter, right? It is winter. So, this has been Mad Shad. Yep. Go TeamLinda. Go TeamLinda. Fuck cancer. She's still fighting cancer, kicking ass and taking names. So please give your thoughts and prayers to TeamLinda. And go Team Devildawg. Go Team Devildawg. Fuck brain surgery. He is still recovering from brain surgery, but he's starting to get active back into the YouTube. He's done a giveaway. He wants to do some more videos to see what people want to see in his content. He's all about prepping. Like he is dead serious about some prepping, right? And he is awesome at it. Really well established, right? Truly vetted. That brother's got it going on. So go check out Devildawg Prepper. Like, sub, share, subscribe, comment to all his content, all his videos, and let's see him get. Let's see him grow. Let's watch him grow. I'm watching him grow. It's amazing. I love it. And then go Team Devildawg, and go TeamJoe. Go TeamJoe. Fuck addiction. He is still battling addiction, and he's got some financial issues, some health issues. So go show that brother some love. Go to Joe Morgan's channel, like, sub, share, subscribe, comment to his videos. He's got a very raw and real story. I mean, really. So maybe it'll help you out. Really. So yeah, go check out Joe Morgan's channel. Go TeamJoe. This has been Mad Shad every day. Oh yes, tonight will be Trial by Axe on StreamYard. Yeah. So you'll actually be in the show. Like if you're playing the game, you're going to be in the show. Like, you know, the two of y'all. Hey, let's go. Right? Pretty badass. I think it's an evolution of the game, and that'll be good times. That'll be really good times. So I don't know who the special guest will be. I don't know. Probably be BYOT. Bring your own tyrant. You know, when I'm just too lazy to get a special guest on my own. So yeah, so that'll be fun. That's gonna go on probably about 7:30 ish Eastern Standard Time, trial by act. So yeah, yep. Team Woot, right, and Team Yeet, Team Fafo. I'm sure we'll be there representing. So always good times, but anybody can play, right? You know. And so, yeah, check it out. This has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget, bonus, more knife hands.